Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to my science online class. So, before our summer break, we started 5th chapter from your science book, right? Do you remember or not? The chapter name is Separation of Substances. So, today, let's continue that chapter. We read up to need for separation, why separation is needed. So today we are going to discuss about methods of separation, how separation is done and how we can separate components from a mixture. Okay, so all of you open your books, page number 39. The separation of a component from a mixture is carried out on the principle that each component has a unique property which is not shared by any other component. So, separation of a component from a mixture, this is based on a principle. What is the principle? The principle is that each component has a unique property. Each component has unique property which is not shared by any other component. Means all components are different and all components has their own property. Okay, various methods are used for separating the components of a mixture. So we use various methods to separate different components from a mixture. Let us study some commonly used methods for separating substances that are mixed together. So in this chapter we are going to study some commonly used method for separating components from a mixture. At first, see hand picking. This method is commonly used at home for separating undesirable substances from the useful ones by hand. In the hand picking method, we use our hands to separate some unuseful, undesirable substances from useful ones. Okay? This is possible because the size, shape and color of undesirable substances are different. If we take some rice and we have to separate some stones, some undesirable pieces of dust from that rice, we know that what is the size of rice, what is the color of rice, and we can find out differences between the odd ones. Like we can easily separate rice stones from the rice by using our hands, right? The quantity of the impurities is not very large, so there is small amount of impurities and the quantity of impurities is not very large. Examples means where we use hand picking method. Removing impurities like pieces of dirt, stone and husk from wheat, rice and pulses by hand picking. So we use hand picking method in this. This is the simplest method of separation. So hand picking is the simplest method of separation. Activity 1. Take a packet of rice pulses purchased from market. Spread it on a sheet of white paper. Do you find some small stones, husks and broken grains? Remove them. This is hand picking. So you have to collect rice or pulses from market and by using your hand separate the stones, small stones, husks and broken grains. If you find out the stones, then remove them. This is the hand picking method. This is very easy. Now see sieving. You must have often seen your mother sieving atta before making chapatis. So you have seen that your mother sieving atta before making chapatis, because in atta there may be some impurities present. She does this to remove bran and other impurities present in atta. So sieving is done to remove impurities from that atta. We use this method to separate constituents of a mixture having particles of different sizes using a sieve. So, to remove some impurities from atta, we use a sieve. A sieve is like a net or mesh which has holes of the same size. Sieve has holes of same size. The fine particles of atta pass through the sieve while the bran remains on the sieve. So, the fine particles of atta passes through that sieve and the impurities or bran remains on the sieve. They cannot pass through that holes. You must have seen sieving machines being used in construction sites to remove pebbles from sand. So everybody have seen this, that in construction sites sieving machines are used to remove pebbles from sand. See the activity 2. Mix little sand with stone. You have to mix sand with some stones. Sieve the two. Can you separate sand and stone by sieving? What remains on the sieve? What do you infer from this? Sieving is useful when mixture consists of components having different sizes. Sieving is only useful if the mixture consists of components having different sizes. If the components have different sizes, then you can use sieving method to separate the components. So collect some stone and mix them with sand, and by using a sieve you can separate sand and stone very easily. Okay, sand can pass through the holes of the sieve and the stones remain in the sieve. So like that you can separate sand and stone by using sieving. Understand? So students, it's your today's class. We will discuss rest topics in our next class. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.